Welcome back to the Wholesome Fertility channel. I'm your host, Michelle Orbitz, a fertility acupuncturist and host of the Wholesome Fertility podcast. And today I want to talk about something that we all need to be reminded of, especially if you've been on the fertility journey for a while and have had moments of doubt or frustration. You are more powerful than you think. When we're on the fertility journey, it can feel like everything depends on numbers, hormone levels, follicles, and test results. And while all those things matter, they're only part of the story. Because the truth is, your body isn't a machine that needs fixing. It's a field of consciousness. It's energy, intelligence, and life force in motion. And today I want to share with you 5 things that prove that you are super powerful, not in some abstract way, but in ways that are scientifically and energetically real. So if you ever wondered whether your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs matter in this process, the answer is a resounding yes. But before we get started, be sure to hit like and subscribe so you can get notified for any fertility boosting videos that I'll share in the future. So if you want to find out just how powerful you are, be sure to stay tuned. So let's start with one of the most mind-blowing truths. Your thoughts literally shape your biology. The field of psychoneuroimmunology, which studies the link between your mind, your nervous system, and your immune system, has proven this over and over. Dr. Candace Pert, who was one of the pioneers in this research, discovered that neuropeptides, chemical messengers of emotion, travel throughout the entire body. Every thought, every belief, every internal dialogue you have sends messages to your cells. One famous study by Dr. Ellen Langer at Harvard showed this in a profound way. She placed a group of elderly men in an environment that felt like it was 20 years earlier. The music, magazines, decor, and even the conversations were all from their younger years. After just 1 week, these men showed measurable results: improved vision, posture, hearing, and muscle strength. Their bodies responded to what their minds believed to be true. Now imagine applying this to fertility. Imagine what believing in your body's ability to conceive can do. When you shift thoughts from "my body is failing me" to "my body is wise and is learning what it needs to do," you can change the entire chemical environment in which your cells operate. From a traditional Chinese medicine perspective, we look at the Shen, which houses the mind, and it's considered the spirit of the mind. And when the Shen is calm and clear, it impacts the function of the heart, which we know has an incredible role in the uterus, but also has a trickle effect for your overall health and well-being. And this can impact hormone balance, chi flow, and womb receptivity. So yes, your thoughts do matter, and every trusting, loving thought signals the body to feel more safe. So on to number 2. Your emotions communicate with every cell. Have you ever had butterflies in your stomach when you felt nervous, or heaviness in your chest if you felt anxious? That's your body listening and also communicating back with you. Research from the HeartMath Institute found that your heart has its own nervous system and electromagnetic field, one that actually extends several feet from your body. And that field can change based on your emotional state. And this directly impacts fertility. When your nervous system is calm and your heart rhythm is coherent, according to Chinese medicine, emotions are not separate from physical health. The liver governs the free flow of qi, which is your life force vitality. And when we're frustrated or tense, that flow can stagnate and delay ovulation. The spleen is associated with worry, influences digestion and nutrient absorption, which are both key to equality. And the kidneys, which are the root of reproductive health, are weakened by chronic fear. So when you nurture your emotional well-being, you're not just soothing your mind. You're optimizing your reproductive health. But keep in mind that it's not about stopping or avoiding emotions. It's really about allowing them to move through. Because emotions are energy in motion. And when the energy flows, your chi or life force vitality also flows. So on to number 3. Your nervous system holds the key to hormone balance. Here's something I wish every woman knew. Your nervous system is the conductor of your hormones. Your reproductive system is governed by something called the HPO axis, which stands for hypothalamic pituitary ovarian axis, which means it's like a conversation between your brain and your ovaries. But that conversation can be deeply influenced by stress levels. When you're in fight or flight, your body is always going to favor survival over reproduction. Cortisol rises and suppresses GnRH, which is the beginning process that triggers ovulation. And keep in mind that this is not your body betraying you. This is actually your body protecting you. It's saying it's not safe to create, and we need our reserves to survive. But the moment your nervous system shifts into parasympathetic mode, which is the rest and digest state, your body gets the message that it's now safe to create. A 2011 study published in Fertility and Sterility showed that women who participated in mind-body practices for stress reduction had a 52% conception rate within a year, compared to 20% in a control group. That's more than double. So from that perspective, acupuncture, meditation, and breath work are not luxuries. They're nervous system medicine. They tell your brain and ovaries you can communicate again. And that's when the magic happens. Ovulation normalizes, hormones balance, and cycles regulate. Number 4, your energy field responds to intention. Quantum physics has revealed something ancient wisdom has always known. Everything is energy. In the famous double slit experiment, scientists found that the act of observation, simply paying attention, changes how subatomic particles behave. Basically, your focus is a creative force. And this also means that your body, your womb, and your cells are responding to your attention as well. When you place your hands on your womb and breathe into it with love, you're not just doing something symbolic. You're creating a physiological change. Studies by Dr. Herbert Benson at Harvard have shown that meditation and visualization can activate what he calls the relaxation response, which turns on genes associated with fertility and healing while turning off genes associated with stress and inflammation. So your intention literally changes your body. Traditional Chinese medicine has known this for years. Where your attention goes, qi flows. So number 5, you can rewrite your biological story. And this last one might be the most empowering of all. Science used to tell us that our genes determine everything, but now we know that that's not the whole story. The study of epigenetics, which literally means above the genes, show that your environment, beliefs, and emotions can turn genes on or off. Dr. Bruce Lipton's research demonstrated that when you change your emotional and energetic environment, you change how your DNA expresses itself. So this means you're not a prisoner of your genetics, but the author of how they play out. A study published in Nature Neuroscience even showed that stress in one generation can influence the next, but this effect can be reversed through nurturing, safety, and emotional healing. That means that your healing work now, your mindfulness, self-love, and trust, can actually shift patterns that have been carried for generations. So you're breaking patterns not just for yourself, but for your lineage. So when you choose to believe that your body is capable of bringing forth life, you're not just hoping, you're rewriting your biology. So let's remember, you are not separate from the intelligence that creates life. You are that intelligence. Here are your 5 reminders of power. Number 1, your thoughts create physical change. Number 2, your emotions communicate with every cell. Number 3, your nervous system governs your fertility. Number 4, your energy field responds to your intention. And number 5, you can rewrite your biological story. Your fertility journey is not about forcing your body to work. It's about remembering that it already knows how. And when you align your mind, emotions, and energy with that truth, your body responds. If this episode resonated with you, and you want to explore these principles more deeply, I invite you to join me inside the Wholesome Fertility Collective, a space where we hold community and have lots of different coaching from different coaches and guest speakers, all to support your fertility journey. Because you, yes, you, are not broken. You are powerful beyond measure, and your body's divine intelligence is always listening. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.